Welcome back. My name is Dr. Carl Baird, and today I'll be guiding you through a warm-up that you can use prior to your workout for joint pain and arthritis. So if you are somebody who is starting a strength routine to help limit impact on your joints for less pain and arthritis, you're probably experiencing a little bit of pain and stiffness, and it's important that you add a warm-up like this into your routine to help lower that stiffness and prepare your joints for the work that it's about to do. So this is the same warm-up that I use pretty much prior to every workout that I do here in my gym, and I will guide you through it. So all you need, if you want, is a pad or a pillow, something you can put your knees on, because the first part of the workout, we will be on our knees. So with that being said, we can go ahead and get started, and we'll start with a cat-cow exercise. So on our hands and knees, we're going to start with the cat position where we arch our back, let the head hang, tuck that pelvis in, and the cow is the opposite. You drop your belly, lift the head up, rock the pelvis back. So again, we're just taking our spine through some gentle flexion and extension to help get rid of some of that pain and stiffness. Again, this gentle movement, one of the best things that you can do to help get rid of pain and stiffness. And again, as you start to warm up, you can probably sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. And again, you can kind of go side to side if you want with this. It's just wherever you're feeling especially tight. We want to work those areas. So no right or wrong, but just getting this gentle movement is going to be very beneficial. Good. All right, and from there, we're going to take our knees a little bit wider than the cat-cow, and from there, we're going to push our hands so that our hips come back down to our heels, and then we're going to rock our hands forward and just sit in this child's pose position just for about 5 seconds, and then you can come out and sink back in. So this is really beneficial for anybody that's having some lower back tightness. This just helps to decompress the spine just a little bit. And just like with the cat-cow, you can get a little bit of upper body. Just walk your hands to one side and press your shoulder to the opposite side, and you'll feel a nice stretch in your lat muscle there, which is also good. Good job. All right, and from there, we're going to work our way onto our back. And again, get some gentle movement in our hips, but also get some rotation in our spine, which feels pretty good. So on our back, we'll get our feet a little bit wider than hip width, and we're going to let our knees drop to one side. And we're just doing windshield wipers is what this exercise is called. Again, this should feel pretty good. We're getting that gentle rotation in our spinal joints, a gentle stretch on our lower back muscles, and getting that internal and external rotation of the hips. This is one of my favorite exercises to add into my warm-up. And it's okay with this one that your hip and low back come up off the mat. You don't need to struggle to keep it flat on the mat there. Good. Just back and forth. Again, really warming up that lower back, warming up the hips. Preparing them for strength training routine, just getting everything ready. Last thing we want to do is aggravate our joints when we're trying to build strength to limit impact that goes through our joints. The last thing we want to do is aggravate them. All right. All right, so now we're going to work into our hip flexor stretch. So this one is where I do like to have a pad to put my knee on. We're going to sink into this lunge position here. And from there, I'm just going to rock forward. And what we're trying to do is get a nice stretch on the front side of this back leg. So I like to hold it just for a few seconds and then rock back and then rock forward again, trying to sink a little bit further the next time. Rock out and back, sinking a little bit further. The idea is you don't just want to sink as far as you can into it right out of the gate. You can maybe pull or stretch a little more than we want. And then on this last one, I'm going to go as far as I can. And this time we're going to hold for about 30 seconds, really wanting to feel that stretch or pull in the front of our hip. You want, again, you can add upper body, bending to one side, opening up, getting some rotation and mobility in that mid back. But again, what we really want to focus on is this hip flexion here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and switch. So now my right knee's down, my left knee's up, and we'll do the same thing. You start, just rock forward until you feel that gentle stretch on the front side of your right leg. Come back out, and then sink back in. Trying to go a little bit further. Back out. And back in. Nice work. Again, just working on this hip flexor muscle. This is a deeper muscle that does attach directly to the spine. And when we spend a lot of time sitting or at a chair, it gets shortened. So we want to, before we work out, really try to get it to its maximum length possible for us. Okay, and then on this last one, we're going to hold it, go as far as you can, really try to stretch out the front part of that back leg. And again, you want to add a little bit of rotation. You can get a little upper body as long as you're paying attention to your right psoas or right hip flexor. Good. Okay. Now we can get rid of our pad and we're going to do an exercise. It's a great hip mobility exercise that you can add a lot of other variations in to get the upper body as well. So to do this one, we're going to start in a high plank position. And just start by sending your hips up into the air. And we're going to start with an exercise called the down dog, where we just press through our hands and pedal out our feet. And so this is going to stretch your posterior chain, your Achilles tendon, your calves, your hamstrings. You're just walking your feet out. And next, we're going to take our left leg and bring it out to the outside of our right hand. So if you're unable to do this, that's okay. You can either try just in this lunge position here, or just continue to do the downward dogs. But what we want to try to do is get that foot outside of our left hand, and we're just going to stretch and move around this right hip. So again, there's no right or wrong to this. You can start by pressing your knee out. You could start by taking your left hand and reaching the other way. We're just stretching out this left hip. Sometimes it's good enough just to hold it in this position. Then we're going to bring that left foot back and go right into that down dog again. So pressing through my hands and pedaling out my feet. Stretching out hamstring and calves. And from there, we're going to take our right leg and do the same thing. So again, you can just hold this position. You can do small circles around that right hip. You can take your right hand and reach to the left. You can press that knee out. Just whatever feels good. We're just trying to get some movement and mobility in your right hip. before we do things like squats, lunges. We want to make sure we're preparing our hips because those are going to get used a lot in these workouts. Good. And then back into our down dog. And we'll pedal out the feet. Nice work. And from there, you can do each side again. But if you're feeling ready to start your workout, that's a good place to end. I will show you a quick upper body warm-up that I also like to do. And all you need to perform that, sorry, I forgot to grab it before the video started, but is a red band like this. And so all you need to do with this one, they're called shoulder pass-throughs. Put your thumbs through the band, bring it back down, and back over. So again, we're just taking our shoulder joint through a nice range of motion. You might feel a stretch in those pecs. You can also do this standing. I just have to fit in my little video screen here, so I'm doing it seated, but normally I would do this standing. But just a great way to open up the shoulder joints, get ready, especially if you're doing an upper body workout. This is a really good one to do, anything for shoulder pain. Good. And then the last thing we want to do with this band is now we want to grab each side, keep our arms nice and straight, and from there, pull right to our chest. And so I like to do these as fast little pumps. So again, I'm not loosening it, so I lose all my tension. They're just quick little pumps. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do 20 of them. 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. And there you have it. Congrats. Now you're ready to start your workout. Good luck. So there you have it. There's a quick and easy 10-minute workout to help prepare your body for your workout routine. It's designed to help you decrease a little bit of the pain and stiffness that you may be experiencing and get your joints ready for the workout. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Happy to help.